How many of you like Skip Bayless? This is a really interesting question. I'm going to give you a product, and this product, take feelings, emotions, any kind of attachments, take it all out, right? Throw that shit in the trash. I'm going to give you a product that at your job will move the needle, increase product sales, and give you a following. Whatever your following is, maybe you're a Jack in the Box and I can give you this guy who's going to sell more tacos than anyone else. He's going to bring people in because they love the tacos so much, and he's going to outsell like Taco Bells of the world, right? Jack in the Box should say, fuck yeah, give me that guy. I want that. Don't even make it a guy. Make it a machine, right? There's a machine that can produce an algorithm that'll help you sell that many tacos or make you sell that many tacos. Hell yeah, I'm in. Why not? Now, what if I give you that same thing in sports? I'm going to give you a commentator, and this guy is going to move the needle more than any other thing in the entire sports world. People are going to be glued into him on Twitter. They're going to be glued to him on Facebook. They're going to be glued to him when he goes up on his TV show. They're going to want him to be in more TV shows. They're going to want him to be on Twitter more. Yeah. If I'm in ESPN and FS1, if I'm even just your ABC Sports, absolutely give me that guy. Oh, but you will hate that guy. Or at least tell yourself that you hate that guy. Because the product I just described is one Skip Bayless. Let me put this in court terms, right? So if you have the defendant and you have the plaintiff, what would you sue Skip Bayless for? You would sue him for his crazy opinion. You'd sue him for false information. You'd sue him for maybe being false identity, right? We'll play that card. What would his countersue be? My product that I sell, you loved. My product that I sold, you had everything that I guaranteed you to get, which is entertainment for X amount of hours. I gave you conversation for X amount of hours. And I gave you something to do for X amount of hours. Do you realize how many of you fly to Skip Bayless's Twitter just to see what he's going to post next and just to talk shit back to him? Do you know how many of you fly to those undisputed YouTube videos just to talk shit to Skip Bayless? Do you know how many of you were watching First Take for years and years and years because you're like, oh my gosh, what is this guy going to say next? He's crazy, he's stupid, he doesn't know what he's talking about. You're the same people who fly to Mr. Imus in the morning to see what crazy thing is he going to say next. Oh, I hate that guy. You're the same people that went to Bill O'Reilly's show and you're like, what crazy thing is he going to say next? I hate that guy. Really? You sure you hate him? The same guy you're giving this much attention, this much time, this much following? Let me be very clear. When I go on Twitter, I do go looking for Skip Bayless, but it's for an entirely different reason than you guys do. I specifically go to Twitter and I will put myself in the middle of whatever he's tweeting about simply because that's where people I'm looking to add as subscribers or viewers or start conversations with, that's where they go. That's where sports fans go. There are so many of you, though, that go in there and you're just like, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just an idiot. Oh, my gosh, how he's just Cowboy fan. What does Skip Bayless know? He knows how to get you to tune in. He knows how to get you to increase his network's ratings. Do you realize there is, and I don't have the number in front of me, I'm sorry, I should have had them. I just know it's somewhere between like 20% in terms of his swing. The amount of people, don't even look at the numbers. You can see the downfall of ESPN post Skip Bayless and the rise of Fox Sports 1. It is undeniable. It is factual. And if you want to go look up the actual percentage, go look up the actual percentage. Look up the viewership gained versus the viewership lost. Fox Sports versus ESPN. So you can walk around and say that you hate Skip Bayless or, oh, he's uneducated. Oh, he has no right opinion. Oh, he's just a Cowboy fan. He's just a bandwagon. You love that shit. You absolutely love that shit. You love the outrageous loud guy because you yourself don't want to be the outrageous loud guy because you're scared of the criticism. There's so many analogies I could take with Skip Bayless. I could talk about how he is the actual risk taker in life and how so many people are scared to take risk, so they shit on the risk taker. I could compare him to our president, who so many people outwardly are like, oh my gosh, how can you say such a thing? Oh my gosh, he's horrendous. Oh my gosh, he's this. But yet he's the president. Agree or disagree with it. Skip Bayless has made a career about talking sports, being passionate about sports, and he is so good at it that he is the biggest needle mover in all of sports. I have friends that don't watch a lick of sports. They don't know anything about sports. They are really limited in their sports knowledge. If you told them, hey, what team did Joe Namath play for? They'd probably give you a hockey team. And they know who Skip Bayless is. And you know what their first reaction is? Fuck that guy. But you go and watch him. You go and support him. You add to his ratings. You add to his network, whatever network he's at. Stop acting like you hate the loud and outrageous guy when you're probably just mad that you can't be the loud and outrageous guy and get his paycheck. That you can't be that guy who's out there and delivering and he's working every day, and that guy who is creating and putting out this much revenue and circulation. And how many of you, and this kind of following, how many of you are just mad that you think you're just as good, but your Instagram doesn't get the same amount of followers as him? How many of you think you're just as funny or just as clever, and your Twitter doesn't get the same amount of followers? I know I do. I think I'm a really funny dude. My Twitter don't get shit. I think I post cool Instagram pictures. My Instagram don't get shit. But I'm not willing to be the over-the-top, loud, and outrageous guy. But I'm not going to hate on Skip Bayless because he's the loud and outrageous guy. That makes no sense. Think about the biggest guys in sports entertainment. It is the loud, and it's either the loud opinions, the outrageous opinions, or it's the combination of both. Who's probably the three biggest guys right now? You have the loud, and they used to be on the same show. Skip Bayless, he's loud and outrageous. You get loud, or you get outrageous. Stephen A. Smith, he's loud and outrageous too. I gave him one. He's got both. You have Shannon Sharp with his loud opinions. He surges all the way up. Also the funniest guy on Twitter. Loud opinions, loud people, they make noise. No pun intended. So stop acting like we hate these loud people. Trump was a loud person, and now he's the president. Skip is a loud person, and he moves the needle in sports more than anybody else.